Hi, Miri. It's nice to see you again. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for agreeing to do this. I want to say welcome to the Iyengar Yoga Institute of San Francisco, and more so, welcome back to the Bay Area. We're very excited to have you at the Institute, and I want to thank you for taking that time Tuesday morning, 8:45, to teach your intermediate class, which I personally enjoy. So thank you. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about you. And I'm sure lots of the students are also curious, who are you, this new face to the Institute? As I understand that you started Iyengar Yoga in Israel over 20 years ago. So I want to know, like, what took you into those first Iyengar classes?
Great question. I had no clue about yoga, but wanted to study it for years. I tried different styles, but it never felt right, and I gave up. I bought myself a book while I was traveling for more than a year in the East. I didn't bother about the name of the author, just loved the pictures, the clear instructions, and I started to create my own self practice. When I returned to Israel, I tried another yoga class, which I did like. Instructions were clear, and when the teacher asked us to straighten our arms, she straightened her arms as well, and I fell in love.
That's awesome. So at what point then did you decide to become a certified Iyengar Yoga teacher?
It just happened. My first teacher from the class I mentioned convinced me to go for a 1-year program to establish a good self practice. After that year, I was recommended to take another 2 years of Iyengar Yoga teaching training program to deepen my knowledge. While taking this teaching training program, I was advised to form a group and to teach them. Otherwise, I'll be bored when I'll study hands-on corrections. So I dragged my mom, I dragged my sister, I took some friends and formed my first yoga class. In this teacher training program, I was introduced to this beautiful book, Light on Yoga, and realized that I was practicing with Guruji back in India, and it just had to be Iyengar Yoga.
Yeah, and incidentally, I actually found a copy of the book you had in your right hand, the illustrated version, when I was back in Malaysia visiting my family one year. I was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, like a condensed version.
Right, it is.
It's a beautiful illustrated book. So now, 20 years later, you've managed to sit through 6 assessments, from what I understand. So can you tell us about that?
Um, Teaching is a big responsibility, and I want to do it properly. The more I teach, the more I feel the need to deepen my study, to address needs and assist with injuries. The yoga is a comprehensive subject, and the assessments help us to navigate and to dive into the deep water. The assessments make you deal with asanas that are difficult for you, practicing with burning zeal, create a new range of movements and a new understanding, which helps to melt this resistance. Those assessments are helpful, and we should remember Guruji's words that we shouldn't stop trying just because perfections eludes us. That's what helped me to go through those assessments.
Mhm. So then, what inspires you most to share your experience and teachings of Iyengar Yoga? Like, what led you to want to teach?
I love teaching. It's my offering. My grandma was a teacher. My father still leads university courses through, though he retired. They both always taught me. It was their way to express love. It's my way to express love. The yoga practice gives me so much. Now in the quarantine, I owe my sanity these days to my family and to the yoga practice. I feel it's my duty to continue and share the subject.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So you mentioned family a couple times now. Do they practice with you? Any of the people you've mentioned still?
My sister, she moved now to study in Stanford. So my first student from 15 years ago is studying with me again. And she said that I improved.
That's awesome. So, having lived in both Israel and the Bay Area, do you see, and if so, what are the differences or similarities in the way that you see students practice in the two countries?
Every teacher is different. Gita ji and Prashanti are both Guruji's own flesh and blood, yet their teaching and their temperaments are so different. So I rather talk about the similarity. I agreed to live Israel, a country that I really love, and establish a new home here in Northern California because I knew there isn't an Iyengar yoga community to support me. It's an international subject. You can find a class, people who share the same interest. It's a source of strength. Think about Guruji, that was sent by Krishnamacharya to teach in Pune, not knowing the local language. Think of the first generation of Iyengar yoga teachers who were asked by Guruji to spread the light of yoga. Now it's easier. Now you can understand the importance of going for regular classes, going for assessments. It's our duty to continue Guruji's work. So it's available for all tomorrow. And I hope it will be for always.
Absolutely. So, last but not least, what would you like your students to know about your intermediate class at the Iyengar Yoga Institute, Tuesday, 8:45 a.m. class, which I, again, have mentioned that I enjoy thoroughly?
Thank you so much. And I enjoy having you. I'm honored for having a new class through the Iyengar Yoga Institute of San Francisco. This is an intermediate level class. It's open to all seasoned practitioners. If you come regularly, you progress because I give personal attention. In all my weekly classes, I address the students which are present in class. I try to keep it interesting, dynamic, safe, positive. I like it to be also funny because smiling is an important thing, to feel santosha, to feel content. And you're all welcome to join this class or any other weekly class that I give through other studios as well.
I will say funny and fun. Fun
And fun. Yes, I'm not an English speaker.
Same, but different, you know. Well, thank you so much again, Miri.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great to get to chat with you and again to experience your teaching. So thank you.
Thank you very much and have a great day.
You too.